Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Faye Watt, and let's queer up politics. Robert Garcia makes history as first out gay immigrant to lead a major House committee. On Tuesday, U.S. Representative Robert Garcia of California made history as the first out gay immigrant to lead House Democrats on the powerful Oversight and Accountabilities Committee. At just 47, Garcia is now the youngest Democrat to hold such a high-ranking committee post. A former mayor of Long Beach and an immigrant from Peru, Garcia has long been known for his bold, unapologetic voice, especially in challenging far-right extremism. House Democrats made the announcement official in a post on Twitter saying, quote, House Democrats elect Representative Robert Garcia, the ranking member of the Oversight Dems, end quote. Garcia takes the baton from the late Representative Gerry Connolly of Virginia, who stepped down from the role during cancer treatment and passed away in May. Rather than stick with the old guard, Democrats signaled a generational shift. Garcia won the caucus vote after other contenders, including Representative Kweisi Mfume and Jasmine Crockett, withdrew. His final opponent, Representative Stephen Lynch, couldn't match Garcia's momentum. Garcia is the only Democrat on every committee where Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene serves, and he's met her fire with facts. He's also led LGBTQ rights efforts abroad of confronting the Trump administration over the deportation of gay asylum-seeker Andry Hernández Romero to a mega prison in El Salvador. Equality PAC co-chairs Representative Ritchie Torres and Mark Takan called Garcia's election, quote, a powerful moment for LGBTQ representation in Congress, end quote. For LGBTQ Americans watching Congress, this is a major win. Yes, this is a major win. Robert Garcia is not just showing up, he's showing out, okay? He's 47, so he's young. He's a young Democrat in that role, and he's on every committee where Marjorie Taylor Greene acts up. So when she acts a fool, he's there with facts, all right? Meaning that she's gonna be catching feelings all the time in real time while he's there, all right? So as a gay Peruvian immigrant with fire in his belly and receipts in his hands, he's exactly what we need right now. That kind of leadership and community effort and support is what we need in DC right now. So it's got me excited.
And for me, I think the most important part of the story is not that, you know, he's gay or that he's the immigrant, or it's the generational shift. You know, that is where we're headed in our current elections and future elections, because I'm sorry to say it, but our politicians are way too old. And it's time that the younger generations who are coming into these leadership roles start to, you know, outseat all of these elections across the board, no matter on either side of the aisle.
It's happening. It's happening.
What was it yesterday with Cuomo? Right, the guy who beat Cuomo, right?
Yeah, in New York,
New York City mayor.
Mandani.
33 years old,
but
right?
he got younger voters, like Cal said, to come out and vote. People that it was their first time voting came out and voted for him.
Right. I think, but to your point, it's time for a shift. I mean,
time for a shift.
And also because it's not just old people, it's like really old people. I mean, I think of myself as older, but there are people who are like old. I mean, they're in their 80s, mid to late 80s, and they're still serving in these positions.
And
it's
also,
just like,
but I don't mind that so much. For me, it's about representation. Like if it was all 30-year-olds, that still wouldn't, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, we need some people seasoned. We need some people new with new ideas and new energy. We need it all. And when it's all unbalanced, that's when things go crazy.
Yeah.
Minorities.
So unbalanced.
Also in leadership positions, not just part of the team, but in leadership positions.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, like we always say from this table, representation matters. And at the end of the day, he is an immigrant. He is a Latino from Peru, and he's gay.
He's talking a lot
Cute.
about this.
Politician hair notwithstanding. He's cute. And that matters.
He's cute.
It is cute.
But it's sad, but true what the bishop says. Him being good looking helps the cause. It does, you know?
Yeah.
Unheard of.
Well, Sir Mandami is also very cute, and you know he's Muslim, he's young. You know, this is
He's the
important.
first Muslim in that place as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is important. We need people that sit at the table that represent minorities, young people, but minorities too. The McBride from Delaware, trans woman.
Sarah.
You know, Sarah McBride.
She's amazing.
Right. So people like that. That's what we need.
The leadership of
Generational
America should
shift.
look like America.
Exactly right.
Amen. Well, that is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.